Anything else before we move to...
Yeah, by self-presentation is meant, here I am, this is who I am, this is how I live, you know. It hasn't yet progressed into something else yet. This is where I am at this time.
How do you do a self-presentation?
Well, you ask the protagonist, your name is such and such, what's your concern, who's involved with you in this concern, what do you want to do about it, where do you have this meeting, what's your purpose in having the meeting, are you married or single, is the person you're meeting married or single? I mean, you can really establish the identities that way.
Yeah.
Is this absolutely personal, or is it business, or is it mixed? Which makes it more complex. You want to know if that's the same sex, of course, because that immediately clouds the issues in our society. So, by self-presentation is showing the aspects of yourself as protagonist that are relevant about you.
Yeah. I was probably not clear, Zerka. If you were to do a self-presentation of yourself, what would you do as a self-presentation today? It would take a long time.
Yes and no. Now, I mean, if I want to be succinct about it and sing, I'm Zerka Moreno, Zerka T. Moreno. T stands for tone, which is my maiden name, under which I wrote for 8 years before I became Moreno. I'm the co-worker of Jacob Moreno and eventually became his co-originator of Psicodrama. I think I'm actually at this point #1 in Psicodrama, which is quite a responsibility. I have contact with many people around the globe who are as enthusiastic about the work as I am. And that's all I want to really be, stay in touch with people who are alive with this work.
That's all. Good.
Essentially. I mean, it would take a long time to go into all the other details.
Good. You can tell me?
One thing. You and I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for me in the Psicodrama movement. Quite simple. And you and I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be who I am if it hadn't been for my sister's illness. Fascinating, isn't it?
Anything else on the self-presentation?
I'm living longer than I thought I would.
Really?
Yes, I never thought I'd live this long. But it's not a question of how long you live, it's a question of what you do with that life. And fortunately, I'm still able to be productive. Teach and to write and just to explain this wonderful method to people and share it with them.
Good. Excellent.